So hello, welcome to this video. In this video we are going to study about routers and switches. In the previous video we have covered ARP, which is layer 2, IP addresses which is layer 3. So now we will just learn where the ARP or MAC addresses and IP addresses work, that is routers and switches. So let's go on, which are layer 2 and layer 3 devices. So in this video we are going to study what is a switch, what does a router do, and what are the difference and the real world examples. So let's take first what is a switch. Switch 2 is nothing but a layer 2 device in which the MAC address takes place. So it comes into data link layer. So its main job is to connect the devices in the same network over there and then forward the MAC addresses. For example, like PCs, printer and servers in the office, which all are being connected using the switches. So can you see the image over here? It has more number of interfaces over here, and then they are connected to the switch, and then they are connected to the same network. So the key point to take is the switch don't understand any IP routing by default. So we'll come to the difference table later on. So let's take a router. So what is a router? Router is a layer 3 device, or which comes into the network layer. So its main job is to connect to the different networks, or route the traffic to the different networks and then forward the packets using the IP addresses. So over here the IP address system comes into the place. For example, you have a home router which connects to the internet, and then you are in a local network. So the key point to take is the router decides where the traffic you should take next to. So let's take a real world example, and then I think the concept will be clear. Imagine an office building. So what does a switch do? Switch connects the people inside the same floor. So over here, can you see this device is called the switch. So it connects all the PCs, printers, servers to the switches, and then they are in the same network. Whereas the router over here, you can see it has been connecting it has connected a switch to it over here, that's the local office, and then it routes the traffic between the internet and the office. So over here it can be many routers in between though, but that's a general overview of idea. And then without a router, different networks cannot talk to each other. So that's the main point. So now let's look at the difference of the router and switches. Over here, as I said, its switch is a layer 2 device and switch 3 is a router is a layer 3 device. So main function is to connect to the same network, where this connects different networks. So over here the terms will be used at MAC addresses, and over here the terms will be used at IP addresses. So here the packet data unit, which is called frames, over here it's called packet. So the decision is based on the destination in the switches, destination MAC addresses, and then over here it depends on the destination IP. And then as I told you, on switch there are more ports, and on router there are less ports. So I'll show you in the picture over here. Can you see 1 2 3 4 5 6 6 to the 12 ports over here, whereas the router has just 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6. So comparatively less ports over here, and then yeah, that's how it is goes. And then on switch, this is the main point in which interviewer can ask you the port status. On switches by default it is all the ports are up. On router, whereas it's not, all the ports are shut down. You need to manually do type a command no shutdown, and the interfaces goes up. As you can watch the video of IPv4 part 3, in which I have showed the Cisco configuration on the Cisco packet tracer. So you can know this concept by this. And then for example, office LAN connected to a switch, and then a router like home or enterprise router. So this is all for this video. I hope the router and switches concept are being clear, and then in the next video we'll cover what are the packet data units as per the layers. So that's all for this video. Thank you.